Start recording. Oh, recording's about to start. Yay, it looks like Sameep took care of it. Thank you, Sameep. Okay.
You're welcome. I was just going to tell y'all that I did.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, so you would like some more cheese? Please, that's what you say when you want something. Okay, so for the recipe with the cranberry sauce, it's very, very simple ingredients. You are gonna love cranberry sauce. Don't even start with me. So we start by bringing water and sugar to a boil. So the ratio that you do for the recipe is 1 bag of cranberries, which is 12 ounces, and 1 cup of sugar and 1 cup of water. Very simple. So let me just I was boiling water in a tea kettle to kind of speed up the process a little bit. I've got very hot water here. So it's 1 cup of water. And then we need a cup of sugar. Elizabeth, I know you do. Here, can I give you some sugar? Oh, that's not the sugar you wanted? You want to help me measure it? Okay, ready? Yeah, don't get cheese in the sugar, okay? That wouldn't be very good. All right, a little bit more. Okay, and now we're going to pour this into there. Good. And frankly, we didn't quite get a cup, so I'm going to just get a little bit more. We're going to just hope. Nope, the lemon does not go in this recipe. That lemon goes in the salad, so we're not going to put that there. But you can put the lemon in this right now. Or you can put it, don't roll it off the table, please. Because that wouldn't be very good. Okay, so I'm going to just boil this water. Yes, so like I said, I'm just boiling the water and wait a second, okay? And then once the water is boiling again, I will basically mix the sugar in so it dissolves, and then we'll add the cranberries. And now while that's going, I'm going to start tearing apart my kale. So you can, this salad is very simple. Oh, wait, no, sorry. There's one other step before we start tearing the kale, and that is toasting the almonds. So you can certainly use any type of nut, but the recipe that I found on the New York Times calls for toasting the almonds. You want some almonds? I think you'd like them toasted. I don't think you want them like this. So why don't I put them in the toaster first, okay? So, I just put them out onto a tray and toast them in the toaster oven. You could also use your regular oven if you don't have a toaster oven. So, put these in for about 10 minutes. Checking my water, still not boiling, so we'll keep it going. And now we'll peel my kale. So, does anybody have any recipes they're excited to do for Thanksgiving? Okay, please. More cheese? Really? There you go. I'm always excited to do the cranberry sauce. I feel like, actually, I was reading an article that New Hampshireites are very opinionated about their cranberry sauce. They're either pro-can or anti-can. Like the thing that just comes out and it's comes out shape of a can. In my family, we always had to have both the can and then also the homemade sauce because my mother and I were very, very partial to the homemade stuff, but then my brother and my dad were always very partial to the stuff in the can, and I just thought it was sacrilege, but to each their own. More cheese. Why don't we take a little break on the cheese? Why don't you have some blueberries? Okay. All right, looks like my water is boiling, so I'm going to just mix it with a spoon real quick so that I can dissolve my sugar. Again, nothing very interesting that you need to see. But once the sugar dissolves completely into the water, we make a simple syrup. We'll just add the cranberries right in. Okay, looks good. Not yet, baby girl. All right, so now we're supposed to boil these cranberries for at least 10 minutes. Frankly, usually I do a little bit more than 10 minutes just because it makes them nice and soft. And again, while that continues to go, I'm just going to keep working on my salad. Girl, you've had a lot of cheese. Why don't we reevaluate whether there's anything else you would enjoy having right now? Maybe a piece of chicken? Or maybe wait for the salad? No? You just really want the cheese? All right. You want this cheese?
Yeah.
More of this cheese? Okay. So, let's see here. Who else do we have on the call today? So we've got Renee. I see, is that a sloth? No, that's oh, it's Esther. Hi, Esther. How are you? Nice to see you.
Hi.
I was trying to see. It's hard. I have everybody on my phone. I find my phone camera is just a little bit more effective, and so like I just see like these little like pictures, and I'm trying to decipher who everybody is. Esther, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in person in probably like I haven't seen anybody in person in like 6 months, except for my daughter and my husband. Basically, I don't see anybody. You know. Girl, you have had so much cheese. You were gonna just like. Well, I'm gonna sanitize the words that I was just going to say because I'm on camera and also I'm in front of the 3-year-old. You are going to poop a log leader if you just have all cheese. You are going to just be stopped up. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. We should probably wait and see if you want to have anything else.
I want to have chicken.
You want to have some chicken? That's a great idea. What do you say when you want something?
I just want chicken.
You just want chicken, but there's a word that you say in front of it. It's like a magic word that's like very persuasive and helps recruit. Yes, you have to say please. Are you going to say please, or are you just going to talk about saying please? She's just going to talk about saying please. Oh no, we are about to have a meltdown on camera. Feelings are so hard. It's really hard. I know. I think I have as much of the kale as I can. Usually I take the kale off of the stems. I don't really like the stems in my salad. So let's talk through this. Come here. So we're having some pretty hard feelings about cheese and chicken right now, huh? Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you're feeling pretty frustrated, huh?
Yeah.
You want to look at the cranberries? Don't those look cool? They're all boiling. Okay, I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit so they don't boil over. So you really want chicken, right?
Yeah.
And I totally overcooked. I just totally overcooked the almonds. These are a fail. I'm going to take them out so you guys can see it. But these are definitely not going in my salad. Apparently, I don't toast them for 10 minutes. I toast them more for like 2. But that's not happening. So we're just going to put those over there. And I'm going to have to put on the fan so that we don't set off the smoke detector. Oh, that's embarrassing. All right, so back to what we were talking about. We were talking about chicken, weren't we? You want some chicken? Yeah? What do you say? Do you say please? Do you want to sign it? Ready? You say, please, Mommy, I want some chicken. Okay, that's what we do. All right, where is our chicken? All right, can you sit back in your chair now? The general did push your chair out. We're going to have to push it back in.
And then I was feeling mad.
You were very mad, weren't you?
I was feeling mad that the general pulled my chair out.
So, Elizabeth, with your chicken, do you want me to cut it into little pieces, or are you just going to just like, you're just mowing on it? All right, I'm going to still cut this one. Sorry, guys, one moment. I just have to feed her so that we can continue with our cooking show. Here, I'm just going to put it right in here. I'm going to cut it into little pieces. And if you need more, just let me know, okay? Oh, yeah, you want me to cut this one too? Yeah, okay. Hey, what do you say when somebody gives you something that you really want? Do you say thank you? He's doing it again? General, out. Okay, where were we? So we've got our kale. We've got toasted almonds, which are just way too toasted. So I'm probably just going to go with the regular almonds that are not toasted. Whoa. And now we're going to make the dressing. Yeah, everybody likes dressing, Elizabeth. I don't know anybody that doesn't like dressing.
I
I know. Okay, so our dressing is a whole lemon. Let me see. I gotta cut this up.
I want to eat lemon.
You want to eat some lemon?
I want to eat some.
You don't want to eat them, so you don't want any of the lemon.
It will make me so sick.
It'll make you sick. Is that true? Really? What do we do at the doctor's office? We get checkups. That's true. All right, so just doing the juice of a whole lemon. Technically, you know, they didn't give me a measurement of how much juice other than whole lemon, but like there are multiple sizes of lemons. So, you know, like this is a pretty large lemon. I might not do the whole thing. I really doubt they were thinking like, hey, get the largest lemon you can find in your supermarket and use that for this dressing. Look at that, Elizabeth. A lot of juice. All right. Got our lemon juice. We'll do one more. Just do this half. Honestly, this is like Arnold Schwartz lemon over here. Elizabeth, at some point, I'm going to teach you how to do an impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Does that sound good to you? I think we could really make Daddy laugh if you did that. You have to say, I'll be back. Do that? No? Okay. All right, so this really is Arnold Schwartz lemon because I can't even squeeze this piece, but I think we have enough juice. All right, this is our juice of approximately 1 lemon. They then say to use 4 cloves of garlic, which, you know me, ain't nobody got time to use fresh garlic, so I'm just gonna use a spoonful and hope for the best. By the way, this recipe is called lemon garlic kale, so it's probably enough. Make it work.
Kate, your video
Sorry about
just
that.
disappeared.
I know it did because my phone was telling me that it was beginning to run out of battery because I'm really bad at charging my phone. Okay, so I've mixed the garlic and the lemon together. Now, it's very possible that they would have wanted me to pulverize or smush the garlic further than I have, but again, ain't nobody got time for that. And I don't even know where my garlic press is. But if you're fancy and you have one, you should use it for that step. Okay, now let's see. I just need to get my olive oil, which I believe is hidden in my cabinet somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Hey, what are we doing? Why are we kicking? You ready? You want to pour this in with me? Good job. You are so helpful. All right. Again, they probably have a measurement related to the olive oil, but I didn't have a chance to look at it. So we're just going to go with our gut. And my guess, please don't kick the table like that, okay? I know you're really excited and you want to express your excitement, but it makes it very difficult for people to hear me, okay? And so I really want you to be respectful of our audience, which is watching us. And so I'd rather you didn't kick the table. But if you want to go kick something, I can put you on the couch in the living room, okay? So you want to just keep sitting here and keeping me company?
Yeah.
That's a great plan. Okay, so we've got our dressing, we've got our kale. I'm going to just pour it in. Hopefully it tastes good. Otherwise, we can order pizza. I like pizza too.
Kate, do you ever massage your kale before? Sometimes I find that it helps to break it up a little bit and it makes it a little bit softer.
I've never massaged the kale, no. Usually I just cut apart the kale a little bit further with my kitchen shears. You would like more chicken? What do you say when you want more chicken?
Please.
Yes, you do say please. So Karen, tell me more about this kale massage.
So I don't want to get too graphic, but it's really kind of fun, especially if you are using avocado in the salad. So a lot of times I will put the avocado and lemon and then just massage away. And it almost like creates its own dressing and it just breaks everything up and makes it a little bit softer.
You know, Karen, this feels like a prank. I feel like I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to regret it.
It's super fun.
But for you, I'm going to massage my kale, okay?
You got to get in there and just squeeze it.
I'm just
There
really
you go.
squeezing it. Elizabeth, do you want to squeeze it too? You want to squeeze the kale?
Well, my hands are going down.
I know they are. My hands are getting dirty too. It's kind of gross. You don't have to. I'll massage it. All right. You heard it here first, folks. Karen told me to massage the kale. If I get a message from HR about this, not my fault.
It's a total
Karen's in
game
charge.
changer.
Oh, shoot. Now I lost my headphone and my hands are covered with oil. So one moment, please. I got to wash them. Hey, can you hold on to my headphone for me? This is too funny. I love it. Karen, you should just automatically speak up during every Cooking with Kate. It's kind of necessary. I want you to, you know how like Jimmy Kimmel has his like friend on his talk show and they just banter back and forth?
Yeah.
I need you to be like my phone a friend.
I'm your and one.
Exactly. I've got Elizabeth too, but it's just not the same. All right. So we've got our kale. We've got our. I think they can hear you too. We have our non-toasted almonds. Let's see.
They can't hear me.
They can hear you just fine. Can I have back my headphone though? I need this one, okay?
Why?
Because I do.
Mom, chicken.
Oh, right. You want more chicken. What do you say? That's right. Thank you for being so polite to me. I think everybody's really impressed with such a good girl you're being right now. It's just so nice.
Does this cut my fingers?
It would cut your fingers if you touch it. So please do not put your fingers near the chicken. That would really be a very bad cooking show.
Then we'll have to go to bed.
No, we wouldn't go to bed. We'd have to go to the hospital. That would be a shame. Okay, so we've got our untoasted almonds. I think at this point, my cranberry sauce is much more like a sauce. So that's very exciting. I'm going to move our salad out of the way. Elizabeth's content eating her chicken. So we're going to move on to the next step for the cranberry sauce. Oh, and I'm going to put away some ingredients just so that I actually have room to work. Think of this like a line clearance. I feel like the ladies in QC will like that. Let's see here.
And just a note on toasting nuts. When I toast my pine nuts for the pesto, I just do it in a small saucepan on the stove. That
Oh,
way I
that's
can
smart,
keep an eye on
Paula.
it.
You know what? That's so much smarter. I'm going to adopt that method of cooking from now on. Would you say you've done a test method validation or like a method validation for these pine nuts at this point? Have you done it at least 3 times?
Yes, I've done it probably a few dozen times now. Yep.
Wonderful. Okay, that's perfect. All right. Well, I will start doing that from now on. I'm not going to redo my nuts this time just because I don't have the ability to concentrate that much when I'm also handling the cranberry sauce, but it's so helpful for you to tell me about it. More cheese what?
Cheese?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
All right. So for this next part, this is probably was my favorite part of the cranberry sauce expedition growing up. Let me get a good bowl for it. Yeah. Okay, so we've got our bowl. And I need to find my strainer. I know it's around here somewhere. Here it is. All right. So Elizabeth, this is going to be very hot, so you can't touch it, okay? I'll let you know when it's safe for you to touch, okay? Do you understand? Okay. I'm going to take that animated look that, yes, you know that it's too hot and that you can't touch it. See? It's so hot that I'm not even touching it myself. I'm using a hot glove, okay? So we're gonna pour our sauce directly into the strainer like this. And you notice a lot of stuff's already coming through. All right. And I'm gonna just pull the excess out as well.
Is he hot?
Excuse me?
Is he hot?
No, those bowls that you have in your possession are not hot and they're very safe for you to touch. Yes. Okay. So now, you guys see this okay? You can see the strainer and the bowl, hopefully. I can't see my own video. It's too far away, but I can kind of tilt things if needed. Let's see here. I think it's good enough. I'm going to assume no news is good news. So now your goal Now this is if you don't want lumpy cranberry sauce, which I do not like lumpy cranberry sauce. You don't like lumpy cranberry sauce either? No, Daddy doesn't like lumpy cranberry sauce. No, he doesn't either. No one does. Does who? Everybody likes cranberry sauce, but they don't like it lumpy, so we strain it. So all you're doing, and this takes a bit of time, and you're going to stain whichever spoon you have, but you just push it through the strainer, and you're getting rid of all of the pulp. So, has anybody ever had a cranberry sauce that's homemade that does not become gelatinous and it stays as like a spread rather than a jelly? Has that ever happened to you? You've made this before?
Kate, when I usually make my cranberry sauce, I keep everything in. And I thicken it with like nuts and fruit and things like that. I love it. My family does not as much, and they love it right out of the can, which is disgusting, but I serve that too. I serve both.
Exactly. You gotta just play to your audience. You gotta play both. So the cranberry sauce is currently being pushed through the strainer to get rid of the pulp. And then from there, we're gonna let it cool to room temperature. So the trick that I found out, and the year that I figured this out, and I did it. You want more chicken? I can give you more chicken. The year that I figured this out and I did it, my mom was so jealous. She was like, well, you don't need me anymore. Because we both made cranberry sauce and mine was gelatinous and hers was still kind of runny. It's because you have to let it cool to room temperature and equalize to room temperature before you put it in the fridge. Very important. You have to let it cool very slowly, and then it will become gelatinous. Rather than if you just immediately move it to the fridge, it will stay as a liquid.
Oh, that's a really good tip, Kate. I'd never heard about that.
Yeah.
And I will definitely have to try the straining. I've never seen this technique before, so I'm very excited to try it.
You know, you're basically getting rid of most of the nutritional value of the pulp by pushing it through the strainer. You're losing all of your fiber. But Karen, I'm assuming between you and me that you get enough fiber in your week anyway.
I think you're guessing right. Yeah.
You know, you'll probably be fine.
I'll have to try it too because I've never strained it, and I make fresh cranberry sauce every year.
Oh, you gotta strain it.
It's usually like gelatinous though if you don't strain it. So, but I'll try it this year. I'll try it.
You never know. If you hate it, you can just make it again. It's not that hard.
True.
It's like one bag of cranberries and a cup of sugar. If you run out, you go ask your neighbor with a mask on, right? It'll be fun.
What are they doing?
We're still straining the cranberries. Now this is the part where at this point Grammy would get really bored and she would just throw this out. But I'm very cheap and I want to make sure that we have all of the cranberry sauce that we need. So I'm gonna just kind of scrape off a little bit more. I'm gonna get a spoon.
Yes, Grammy put this out.
So Grammy would throw this stuff out. But we still got some left. So we're gonna take it. Look at all of that. Grandpa is gonna be so impressed. He's gonna say, wow. Elizabeth, can you do your impression of Grandpa? What does Grandpa sound like?
Grandma say,
whoa. Whoa. That's right. That's your deep voice. Gosh, it's gonna be such a weird Thanksgiving this year, not seeing anyone. Normally, you know, I'm the host. I have a bunch of people over, and obviously this year that's not really happening. What about you guys? Are you also experiencing similar changes in traditions?
Yep, definitely. Less people, probably, less food this time, which is not a bad thing, but it's going to be different.
I'm getting my turkey from a farm this year. I know you do, baby. I know you do. You love turkey. And they were like, well, how big do you want it? And I like ham too. And I was like, available turkey is fine. Like whatever we have left over, we have left over. So I'm hoping that I still get a lot of turkey.
More cheese.
More cheese. What? Please. Because I'd love to do, where did I put the cheese, Elizabeth? I'd love to do turkey. Have you guys ever made hand pies? I like to do Thanksgiving hand pies where I do turkey and stuffing and a little cranberry sauce and a little mashed sweet potato. And then I put them in a little hand pie and then I make it look like a turkey. It's amazing. In here? Yes, please. All right. So at this point, we have our cranberry sauce, which I am actually very proud of. This looks great. I'm going to toot my own horn, pat myself on the back. So we'll just move this over to the side. I'm going to put it probably in here for now so that the cat doesn't try to eat it. All right, and then I've got my salad. So I think we've covered things. Oh, and we'll put cheese on top. Any other questions or comments or suggestions?
Kate, it looks amazing.
Oh,
How long do you keep the
Karen?
cranberry sauce at room temperature?
So once it reaches room temperature, which you'll be able to feel the bowl and tell that it's like no longer hot to the touch, then you just move it to your fridge. So it really depends on how deep or shallow your bowl is, Renee. Like, unfortunately, there is no set thing. I would just check on it every hour. It's not like it's going to go bad within the day that it's sitting at room temperature. You know, just move it. Like if you make it at lunch, at the, you know, as you're making dinner, go ahead and move it to your fridge. You want to have more cheese? No, you've got enough cheese. We're going to have salad now. Do you want to have some salad? We'll just try a little bit just in case. Right? Maybe? She's not going to try the salad, but I'm going to offer it to her because that's what you're supposed to do. You know, I don't know. It's a crapshoot, this whole parenting thing. Sorry, Renee, any other questions you had in mind? Look at this kale. It's so massaged. Love it. I'm going to just cut it up a little bit more.
Katie, I love the class today. I never did a cranberry sauce, and I think it was really good the way you show, and I will try this year.
You should, you know, and the thing is, it's one of those recipes that it's actually not that intimidating at all. But if you make it, people are always like, whoa, this girl made her own cranberry sauce. You know, like it makes people think you're a big deal, even though you're not. So then you can just pretend that it is a big deal, you know? That's how I look at it anyway. I always try to find the recipes to make it look like I really know my stuff, even though I don't. That's the goal, really. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yes, I love it. Thank you.
Here, try your kale. Let me know how it is. Gotta try new things because they might taste good. No? Cool. All right. Well, you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. There will be no cooking with Kate next week. Apologies, but I think we have the day off and I'm going to go do fun things, I think, with Elizabeth. Huh? But most likely I'll be back in December. Sound good?
We give thanks for you, Kate. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
everyone. Have a
Kate.
great day.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.